A new executive director for Port Panama City has been selected by the Port Authority. This morning, board members voted to select Bob Majka as the new executive director in a 4-1 vote. Majka currently serves as Bay County's county manager. Port leaders say they believe Majka's experience managing the county, combined with his connections at the federal, state, and local level, make him the best fit for the port's needs.
Weighing the needs of the Port of the Panama City and at the particular moment, I believe Robert Majka is the right choice. His 17 years of executive leadership at Bay County, as Bay County manager, overseeing a large public organization, substantial budget, demonstrating of governance experience, physical discipline, and strategic leadership required for this role.
The specific details of the agreement are still in the works. However, port officials say they will have a press conference sometime next week. Majka did send a statement saying he is humbled to be selected.